What is up, Resonators? If you thought Kuro Games was just going to casually drop a standard crossover event for version 3.4, you might want to sit down. The latest leaks for the Cyberpunk Edgerunners collaboration have finally surfaced, and they are completely rewiring the combat system of Wuthering Waves. We are not just looking at standard DPS units here. Kuro has built an entirely new hacking ecosystem from the ground up, featuring literal mind control, manual crosshair shooting, and insane stance dancing mechanics. Today, we're doing a massive deep dive into our two newest additions, Lucy, the premium 5-star Spectro Pistol user, and the absolute chaos incarnate, Rebecca, our confirmed free 5-star Electro Pistol user. We're going to tear through every single leaked multiplier, passive, and resonance chain, starting with Lucy's cyberspace mechanics before letting Rebecca off the leash. Grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's jump straight into the sauce. Starting off with Lucy, she completely abandons the standard spectral frazzle mechanics we are used to. To understand her, you have to understand her stance transformation. In her standard state, she uses a basic attack string called Targeted Thread, dealing continuous spectral damage. Her heavy attack consumes stamina for a spectral strike, and her plunge and dodge counters are incredibly fluid, seamlessly linking right back into her basic attack string. However, everything changes when she enters her Forte Circuit stance called Algorithm Compression. During this state, her normal attacks transform into Thread Tier, her heavy attacks become Single Thread, and her dodge counters and plunges are upgraded to Algorithm Compression variants. This isn't just a visual change. This stance is the engine that builds her unique combat resources. Her resonance skill is called Protocol Breach, and it introduces the core debuff of this entire collaboration, Hack Shifting. The skill has two interconnected forms. Casting the first form, Payload, makes Lucy dash forward, dealing spectral damage and applying the Hack Shifting debuff to the enemy. If Payload connects, it instantly unlocks Pulse Interference, allowing her to pierce straight through the target for a massive burst of spectral damage. If you miss, the game actually forgives you by refunding a percentage of the skill's cooldown. But once you meet the right conditions in her Forte Circuit, this skill is completely replaced by a heavily upgraded version called Deadlock. Deadlock deals massive spectral damage, applies Hack Shifting instantly, and allows a rapid follow-up directly into her Thread Tier basic attacks. So, how do you actually trigger all of this? Let's talk about her Forte Circuit, Blackwall Depth, and map out her actual rotational flow. When you are out of her stance, simply attacking and using skills generates a resource called Transfer Protocol. Once this gauge reaches a specific threshold, your standard resonance skill evolves into Deadlock. Casting Deadlock is the exact trigger that forces Lucy into her Algorithm Compression stance. Doing this grants you special SQL stacks and boosts your spectral damage for a set duration. While you are in this ultimate stance, using your Thread Tier basic attacks and single thread heavy attacks builds up a secondary gauge called Root Permission. Once Root Permission is fully maxed out, your heavy attack evolves one final time into dual thread. Holding the basic attack button after this unleashes her ultimate heavy attack, Multi-Thread. This deals apocalyptic spectral damage and applies Hack Shifting. Here is the kicker. If you are holding those SQL stacks we generated earlier, multi-thread consumes them to exponentially multiply its damage. Furthermore, if you attack an enemy suffering from hack interference, Lucy triggers a hack response called Data Disintegration. This causes the enemy to take continuous damage and completely paralyzes them for several seconds the moment they try to attack you. It is the ultimate crowd control. Here is where her kit gets incredibly expansive. Casting her Resonance Liberation, Netrunner literally plunges Lucy into cyberspace and opens a protocol interface, granting you a pool of RAM points. For a set duration, you get to spend this RAM to cast a variety of deception programs before the state ends in a massive spectral explosion. These programs are insane. Cluster Invasion makes all your hacks area of effect. Cyberware Malfunction increases the damage the enemy takes. Breach Protocol shreds enemy defense. Synapse Melt boosts your raw heavy attack damage. Motor Dysfunction lowers enemy attack. Weapon Malfunction makes the enemy deal literally 0 damage. And the craziest one, Cyber Psychosis. literally forces light wave class enemies to change factions and fight for you. Even better, if you manage to cast her multi-thread heavy attack from her Forte Circuit before popping her ultimate, Netrunner permanently upgrades into Dark Web Dive, which features massively enhanced hidden multipliers. Looking at her passives, Phantom Cyberware is an insane survivability tool. If she avoids damage for 8 seconds, she gains optical camouflage, which automatically triggers a perfect dodge right before she gets hit. Her second skill, Process Crack, grants network backdoor stacks whenever teammates apply hack shifting, which she can consume during her ultimate to boost her heavy attack damage. Her intro skill features a brilliant Easter egg. If Rebecca is on the field, Lucy activates an overload effect that grants Rebecca's turret the ability to shoot straight through obstacles. Meanwhile, Lucy's outro skill Countermeasure program is one of the most loaded buffs in the game. It deepens damage against hacked enemies, gives teammates damage reduction, paralyzes attackers, and deepens the next character's basic attack damage. To round out Lucy, her signature weapon, Mirage Shadow, is a must-pull. It increases her attack, significantly boosts her spectral damage bonus upon casting her skill, and upon inflicting hack shifting, it boosts her heavy attack damage and allows her heavy attacks to completely ignore a massive percentage of the target's defense. If you are planning to invest heavily, her sequences are game-changing. Sequence 1 provides complete interruption resistance during her skill and heavy attacks, boosts her attack by 20% on intro, and gives her quick action when an enemy dies, applying all their debuffs to every enemy within 10 meters. Sequence 2 boosts her starting RAM to 32 for her ultimate, massively buffing her Session Hijack skill, and doubles the damage multiplier of her multi-thread heavy attack. Sequence 3 is a massive raw stat stick, increasing ultimate multipliers by 60%, granting 20% crit rate and 50% crit damage upon cast. Sequence 4 turns her into a universal support by granting the entire team a 20% all attribute damage bonus for 20 seconds whenever anyone inflicts hack shifting. Sequence 5 adds a massive emergency shield equal to 150% of her attack if her health drops below 50%. Finally, Sequence 6 is the ultimate hypercarry node, making enemies with hack shifting take 60% increased heavy attack and hack damage from Lucy, completely shattering her damage ceiling. Now that we have established the brain of this operation with Lucy, let us talk about the absolute brawn. Kuro is giving everyone Rebecca for free, but do not let that fool you. Her kit is designed like a premium, top-tier unit. She is a 5-star Electro Pistol user who operates entirely on a rapid dual-stance system. She constantly swaps between Hunter mode, a highly mobile dual pistol and submachine gun style, and Iron Guts mode, a heavy, close-quarters shotgun style. In Hunter mode, holding basic attack gives you continuous rapid fire, and she features a unique mid-air surprise attack that lets you seamlessly drop from the sky right into a heavy combo. In Iron Guts mode, her heavy attack is a brutal, stamina-consuming shotgun blast. Furthermore, she features a tactical dodge, allowing you to actively shoot the target while dodging, making her incredibly slippery. You swap between these stances using her Resonance skill, Tactical Adjustment. If you are in Hunter mode, you trigger Coming in Big. She approaches with rapid fire, seamlessly swaps to her shotgun, blasts the enemy, and stays in Iron Guts mode. If you are in Iron Guts mode, you trigger Catch Me If You Can. She sweeps the enemy, shoots the ground with a shotgun to launch herself backward, swaps back to pistols, and unleashes rapid fire in Hunter mode. Her entire kit revolves around generating her Forte resource called Fever. Hitting targets with normal attacks builds Fever. Once maxed out, your standard heavy attacks transform. In Hunter mode, you cast Dada the Hunter, and in Iron Guts mode, you cast Bang 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 Iron Guts. Casting these enhanced attacks rapidly builds her secondary resource, Hot Hand. Once Hot Hand hits a specific threshold, using your skill triggers the Only Kids Make Choices super state. Passively, Hunter mode gives Rebecca crit damage, and Iron Guts mode gives her defense ignore. But during this super state, she gains both buffs simultaneously, regardless of which weapon she's actually holding. Her Resonance Liberation, Carnival Time, is visually incredible. She completely replaces her weapons with a heavy machine gun and locks herself into a stasis field. She cannot move, but she gains total interruption immunity and massive damage reduction. You get an on-screen crosshair and manually fire this machine gun at the closest enemy, generating a new resource called Overload. Once the duration ends, or Overload maxes out, she casts a massive finisher called Big Firework, dealing explosive electro damage. To perfectly synergize with Lucy, Rebecca's outro skill, Good Partner, summons a machine gun turret that deals off-field electro damage and deepens the incoming character's damage. If that turret hits, the active character gains overlit stacks, buffing their heavy attack damage. And if Lucy is the one taking the field, she instantly gains maximum stacks right away. Her signature weapon, Bonebreaker, perfectly complements this, boosting her basic attack damage immensely upon applying hack shifting, while granting the entire team a massive attack buff. Even as a free unit, her sequences are stacked. Sequence 1 gives a 50% damage multiplier to her heavy pistol and basic shotgun attacks, restores stamina on tactical dodges, and gives her ultimate finisher complete interruption immunity. Sequence 2 grants a team-wide 20% all attribute damage bonus when casting intro skills or her ultimate, and amplifies all damage by 15% when teammates apply hack shifting. Sequence 3 increases ultimate multipliers by 60% and makes her intro skills instantly grant 120 points of hot hand. Sequence 4 adds a flat 60% attack increase directly from her Forte state. Sequence 5 grants a 20% basic attack damage bonus whenever she applies hack shifting. Lastly, Sequence 6 raises all basic attack damage by 50%, adds an extra hit to her enhanced heavy attacks, and passively restores her Forte gauges while out of combat. Both of these characters are introducing an unprecedented level of mechanical depth to Wuthering Waves. Lucy's cyberspace hacking and Rebecca's relentless dual-stance aggression are going to completely redefine how we approach combat in version 3.4. Before you start locking in your account plans, I need to drop a quick warning. All of the early kit details, names, and multipliers we went over today were provided by the leaker Seal. Because we are still looking at early data means, Kuro Games could easily adjust these multipliers before they go live. So, treat this as heavy speculation until the beta officially drops. Are you pulling for Lucy's resonance chains, or are you just grabbing her weapon to complete the Edgerunners duo? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to drop a like if this deep dive helped you, hit that subscribe button for more Wuthering Waves kit breakdowns, and I will see you all in the next one.